We are about 2,000 meters altitude. The sun beats down on us. It's about noon, and no sight of the enemy far and wide. From time to time, I turn around and nod to the others. I don't know if there's such a thing as a sixth sense, but suddenly I'm certain we are in some sort of danger. I make a half turn, and in that instant I see, close to my side, not 20 meters off, Hanish's aircraft enveloped in fire and smoke. But Hanish himself sits straight up in the center of this inferno. Now he slowly lifts his arm. It could be the last convulsion, but it looks as though he were saluting me for the last time. His machine breaks up. The fuselage dives straight down like a fiery meteor, the broken windplanes trundling after it. I am stunned as I stare over the side after the wreckage. An aircraft moves into the range of my sight and tears westward about 500 meters below. At the same moment, I have the feeling that it can only be Guynemer. The others have already landed. They are standing in a group on the airstrip, talking in low and dejected tones. Much is happening on the front. It is said the other side is preparing an offensive. The balloons are up every day, hanging in low rows in the summer sky. I start early in the morning, so that I can have the sun at my back to stab down at the balloon. I fly higher than ever before. The altimeter shows 5,000 meters. The air is thin and icy. From the west, a small dot approaches fast. At first, small and black, it grows quickly as it approaches. A Spad, an enemy fighter, a loner like me, up here looking for prey. I settle myself into my seat. There's going to be a fight. At the same height, we go for each other, passing at a hair's breadth. We bank into a left turn. The other's aircraft shines light brown in the sun. Then begins the circle. From below, it might appear as though two large birds of prey were courting one another. But up here, it's a game of death. He who gets the enemy at his back first is lost. As he passes me for the 5th time, so close that his prop wash shakes me back and forth, I can make it out. View, it says there. View. That's Guynemer's sign. Only one man flies like this on our front. Guynemer, who has brought down 30 Germans. Guynemer, who always hunts alone like all dangerous predators, who swoops out of the sun, downs his opponents in seconds and disappears. Thus he got Hanish away from me. I know it will be a fight where life and death hang in the balance. I do a half loop in order to come down on him from above. He understands at once, and also starts a loop. Metallic hail rattles through my right wing plane, and rings out as it strikes the struts. I try anything I can. Tightest banks, turns, side slips, but with lightning speed he anticipates all my moves and reacts at once. Slowly I realize his superiority. His aircraft is better. He can do more than I. But I continue to fight. For a moment, he comes into my sights. I push the button on the stick. The machine gun remains silent. Stoppage. With my left hand clutched around the stick, my right attempts to pull around through. No use. The stoppage can't be cleared. We continue to twist and turn. Beautiful flying if the stakes weren't so high. For 8 minutes we circle around each other. The longest 8 minutes of my life. For a moment I have let go of the stick and hammer the receiver with both fists. A primitive expedient, but it helps sometimes. Guynemer has observed this from above. He must have seen it. And now he knows what gives with me. He knows I'm helpless prey. Again, he skims over me, almost on his back. Then it happens. He sticks out his hand and waves to me. Waves lightly, and dives to the west in the direction of his lines. I fly home. I'm numb. There are people who claim Guynemer had a stoppage himself then. Others claim he feared I might ram him in desperation, but I don't believe any of them. I still believe to this day that a bit of chivalry from the past has continued to survive. For this reason, I lay this belated wraith on Guynemer's unknown grave.